Okay, guys, welcome to Boom Entertainment via pressboom.ie. We're back. We're at City Limits, one of the most iconic venues here in the beautiful Ireland and the rebel County Cork. I'm joined by an absolute sensation. How many cities did you say it was?
This tour was 8 countries, 14 cities.
Living the dream.
Living the dream, man. What do they say? Be careful what you wish for.
Well, it's a good wish.
It's a good wish.
Angelo, we're proud to have you back in Cork. You've been here numerous times.
Yes.
But obviously, look, there's no slowing you down. You're constantly on the go. How's this European tour been?
The European tour's been great. It's been trying at times, because I'm not exactly the smallest guy in the world. So some places you go to, it's like really tight. Other places, it's like a cavern. But overall, it's been a lot of fun. I mean, I've been fortunate to still be doing this job and still have people coming to the shows and people still liking you and still coming up with new stuff. So it's a constant, I think it's something it's a going concern. Yeah. If you want to look at it that way,
That's a good thing. And we mentioned Belfast, you were up in that part of Ireland. You said it was incredible.
Belfast was great. There's a great night I do there on Tuesday nights, the Empire Laughs Back. And a surprise, because when you travel a lot, you're like, I'm walking up they put me in this place in a residential neighborhood, and I'm like, I remember living in London at Earl's Court. They're kind of crappy, and this place called Terra Lodge. Big shout out to Terra Lodge.
Terra Lodge.
It was the best place I stayed in Europe and Mideast, in Belfast. The rooms were fantastic. The staff was fantastic. The breakfast was fantastic. It completely blew me away. I did not expect that. And I mean, I did 8 countries, and I think it's won all kinds of awards, and I can see why. So if you're going to Belfast for a night or a couple of nights, definitely check out Terra Lodge. You deserve the shout out. They really treated me good there.
Epic. I always say a Canadian, Greek, LA God, right? So you've been everywhere. You've been around the world.
Yeah.
Every time I'm on Instagram, TikTok, there's always videos popping up of you, right?
Right.
Always.
Right.
Making everyone happy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Good vibes. You just get busier and busier. As you say, it gets. You know what I mean? You don't set a benchmark. You're constantly on the go.
Just going.
Tell us, where does that come from?
You touched on something psychologically. I'm making everybody happy. Who's making me happy?
Surely the wife. Does the wife make you happy? Surely she does.
She spends money. How's that happening? No, you know what? I don't know what it is. I think every performer will tell you there's a fear that you're going to not get the next gig. Yeah. So for me, it's like since, we had that COVID, 18 months we sat home. And we just, which for me wasn't a bad thing. I got to spend more time with my kid. And then, but now it's gone to the point where it's like the videos took off, they went viral. And people are liking them and then replaying them, and people are reaching out to you. So, and for me, they keep booking you. So, the way I look at it is that, what's that saying? If you love what you do, it's never work.
Of course.
So I really do love what I do. The travel can be crazy sometimes, but it doesn't matter. We're here now. Now that I'm here talking to you guys, I feel okay now. It's good.
Oh, we're happy to have you here. And LA to Cork, what's the difference? So you witnessed the traffic here in Cork, which we never have, and the government are doing all sorts of stuff to the roads in Cork. But look, it was a slight reflection of LA today, was it in Cork?
Slight. LA's fluid compared to Cork today. I mean, no, it's funny because we're at the airport, and I mean, LA's always traffic. Yeah. What do you got? Metropolitan LA's 18 million people or something. There's always traffic, but I got into Cork, everything's fine. Flew in on Ryanair.
Was it all right?
Ryanair was good. It was fine. No, it was fine. Ryanair was good.
Yeah.
We on time. I always love Ryan. So I grew up with kids in Canada named Ryan. Come here, Ryan. I would hear Ryanair. They made fun of that kid. Now he owns an airline.
He does.
But and then it was funny because we came in. I go, okay. My friend Jason's here from LA. We're gonna meet him at the hotel here. I go, I'll be there in 10 minutes. Right? Like 50 minutes later, and I'm like, but think about it. It's 6 o'clock on a Friday. There's traffic all around the world, at 6 o'clock Friday.
I know. But look, the best part's to come. It's all worth it. You're here. Yeah. You're here safe and sound. That's the main thing. What's your take on Irish comedians? Look, we mentioned Tommy Tiernan.
We
try and
Andrew
claim
Maxwell, Dara Bryan, Carl Spain. there's a lot of guys. I think I'm a big fan of Tommy Tiernan. The guy's brilliant. I saw him at Just for Laughs this summer. Funny, I ran into Tommy Tiernan and Jimmy Carr at the same time. I go, oh, look at this. The English and the Irish are hanging out at the festival in Canada. No, but all funny. Those guys are brilliant, man. And I've seen Tommy's show, the one where he meets the people for the first time.
Yeah, RT, yeah.
Guy's brilliant. And I've always admired the Irish comedians. And to me, in a lot of ways, you guys go through the same kind of things as Canadian comics would go through. You know, you live beside a huge, obnoxious country.
Yeah.
You know, you got to put your voice out front. And, you know, and same with us. And I think the thing is there's a better sensitivity. I always like coming to Ireland because I always find that the people are genuinely interested in what you're saying. And they want to gather that information, even if it's comedy or whatever else it is, you know. But I always tell people when you go to Europe to do shows, where's your favorite place doing shows? I always tell them Ireland.
Yeah.
Because it really is. The people, and because you guys are so nice. I mean, you're having your own problems, but at the same time, like the hospitality here is unmatched by anybody.
We love hearing that. And what your first time arriving in Ireland? Obviously, look, being a Canadian. Like, what was it like coming to Ireland? So, like, before you came, what did you think of Ireland? Was it kind of like, oh, look, leprechauns, you know, they drink beer, or was it?
First time I came, you know, I went into Galway, and then we took the train to Dublin, and I thought, all the rolling greens, it was like June, the weather was nice. Now, you know, they always have these stereotypes of the Irish, right? You know, the Irish Spring soap, and you know, frosted Lucky Charms cereal, which I know, and then they have Shamrock Shakes. So it's amazing what they do to the Irish, like in North America. So they always have like all these things. So for some reason, but when you get here, you see what a beautiful country it is, and the authenticity of it. And here they are screwing it up all the time, you know. Frosted Lucky Charms. Like, what the fuck are frosted Lucky Charms, you know?
Yeah, we don't even know what they are.
They're magic. You see, that's what I'm saying. They have a little leprechaun. He goes, Frosted Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. I mean, do you want to take a sledgehammer to these people? But see, that's the thing. The stereotypes. Same with Greeks. Oh, you're Greek. Eat, break dishes, have souvlaki. Hey, malaga. You know, it's that thing. I say, no. Go to Greece, go to Ireland, see how people are, see how people live. And that's a good thing, being an orator and a communicator, is that's our job as comics, to comment. Like I just told you guys, frosted Lucky Charms, and you're like, they're magically delicious. The little freaking leprechauns running around, and it's like, this is how they portray Ireland on television commercials in America. Because, you know, America's so great.
It is.
I said that with a note of sarcasm. It is. No. Look, I love America, Canada. But the whole world's going through a whole bunch of crap right now.
It is.
Everybody is. COVID screwed everything up. I think we're all going through things now, psychological, economically. There's just a lot of stuff. Nobody wants to work. Can't get service. I was trying to pay for stuff with cash in London. Can you tap your phone? I'm like, seriously? I go to places in LA. I want to buy something. Oh, no, we don't take cash. I mean, well, why are you printing cash?
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? You can't smoke your cigar here. Then why you sell them?
True. That's
a
good point.
It's like renting a hooker, but you say, oh, I can't give you the hotel room. Well, what's the difference then? Okay, that was off the...
That was good to know. And like, look, there's no stopping you. Look, constantly on the go. We have to mention De Niro, Brando,
yes.
Stallone, some of many. But look, you've been in the
movies.
movies.
I've been lucky with those, because here's the thing. I've been lucky over the years to work with those kind of actors. And, you know, De Niro was in The Score with Marlon Brando. And Brando wasn't talking to the director, who's Frank Oz for the Muppets. He didn't talk to him. He ignored him. I'd never seen anything like it. And this is in Montreal. Edward Norton, Robert De Niro. I did a car scene with De Niro. My heart stopped. I didn't even know he was coming in the car. And they kept asking us, you guys okay? We're okay. He kind of gave me that look, the De Niro look. I was like, man. And then Brando wouldn't talk to anybody. And now I'm 300 pounds. I was about 470. But another human being attached to me then. And he called me over. And he calls me over and he goes, you like to eat? I like to eat. He goes, look around. These guys don't eat. You and I, we eat. Tell me where to go eat in Montreal. We left and Frank Cos goes, he hasn't talked to anybody. What did he ask you? He asked me where to go eat. He goes, what? Yeah, he asked where to go eat. $100 million film and that's what he asked you? Yeah. Because I would have said the same thing. I said, so that was my big moment with The Godfather. I'm going to make him an offer he can't refuse. Yeah, the offer was, where should I go eat?
Jesus Christ.
That's my big moment
Surreal.
with The Godfather. Al Pacino was cool. Stallone was Stallone. We did a film called Avenging Angelo with him.
Would you see him around LA? Because look, obviously he's thereabouts.
He's there sometimes, but they're all pals with you on set, and when you see them, they're like, whatever. Russell Crowe's cool. I did a film called Cinderella Man, and I ran into Russell at the Tonight Show, and he saw me, and he was really cool. He came up. I was with a girl at the time, I was trying to impress her, and then Russell Crowe comes up, and she goes, Russell Crowe? I go, oh yeah. Me and Russ go back. He was cool. He remembered because I gave him a place to go in Toronto for coffee, El Gato Nero, Toronto. And he liked it so much, and they went there. So some of the guys are nice, but, it's also a job that I think working with those kind of actors, I'm a fan of them too, right? So the key is if you work with them, just be cool. Like, don't be, once you become the fanboy, they they don't want to fucking deal with you. They just don't want nothing to do with you. So I've been lucky to work on John Q, Denzel Washington.
How was Denzel?
Denzel's cool, man. He was really cool. He did the coolest thing. It was a cast. So imagine it's crew area eating. So it's Denzel Washington, James Woods, Robert Duvall, Ray Liotta, Anne Hesh, and then Kevin Connolly from Entourage. They're all sitting together, and there was nobody else. And it was Steak and Lobster Friday at the Craft Services. I was the only other actor with them. I went and sat at the other table, because I'm not part of the... So I just sat there. I'm like, I'm just happy to have the gig. And at one point, Denzel gets up and goes, you, friend, what's your name again? I go, Angelo. He goes, no, that's not right. Come on. Come sit with us. So you got to wait for you just can't go sit down.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell people. I would go, just be cool, right? He goes, no, that's not right. I guess he looked over. I was just sitting there eating by myself. And they're like, nah, come on, let the guy come sit with us. But I bet you if I went and sat down with them, they'd say, fuck out of here. Who do you think you are?
So, and it is like movies is something you enjoy. Look, is it fair to say 2023, you're still doing it?
I do, yeah. I'm scheduled to do something next year that we're going to it's a Canadian-Greek co-production that we're working on.
Sounds beautiful.
That's going to be really cool. It's going to be like a comedy. I did another film called His Master's Voice right before COVID, and it's about spontaneous combustion. Hungarian-Canadian co-production, and I play like a Michael Moore character who manipulates people, but then you find out it's something that's like a U.S. conspiracy kind of film. Cool role to play.
Yeah. And
there was another series that I was supposed to play a Greek priest who runs a casino out of the basement of the church in Toronto. But then you find out all the proceeds go to help street kids.
That's okay.
So it's kind of a cigar-smoking, rogue priest, Father Petros. But then you realize he's like a rogue priest with a big heart.
Interesting. I love it. Little teaser.
Yeah.
And look, last of all, we have to mention, look, you give us so much joy, so much laughter. Keeps getting bigger and bigger for you. What does 2023 hold? Look, there's no stopping. You're not going to slow down. Obviously,
well, no, I'm hoping that, I hope for 2023 that one of these projects that we're working on is going to hit, so yeah. I love going on the road, but I like to be half the year on the road and half the year, and then maybe I can achieve my dream of alternative dance.
Yeah. Because
I think that was something I've always, shut up, I could do it. No, but, I would do afterwards, and I'm so passionate about travel and food. I would like to do my take of a travel show. So I've been talking to people about that, like the thing in Belfast, or these little places that people don't know about. I think that's what people want to know. It's like letting people know they're in on a secret.
Yeah, the stuff there, we don't see it.
To do it. Yeah. But I'm happy. I'm fortunate to be able to do this and talk to people like you on the road, and it's great.
Netflix need to reach out.
Yeah, Netflix got to wake up.
They have lots of money. Adam Sandler needs to step aside. Give this man some money. He can do magic stuff.
Even Amazon. I don't care. I have the subscription for... I do this. There's a joke we used to do, and a comic would come on stage. It's not mine. I've seen somebody else do it. He goes, comic comes up and goes, well, I just signed a deal with Showtime and HBO. And everybody claps, and they're like, yeah, I get both channels per month for $9.99. So stupid.
It's catchy though.
Yeah.
Cork people can't wait to see it tonight. City Limits. Some people will say Angelo. I say
Angelo.
Angelo. So
Tsarouchas.
The Cork slang is unique. Be ready for some Cork banter. There's a lot of
Cork.
lads, the Corkonian.
The Cork.
So it's beautiful. But look, thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it.
Pleasure. Thank you. Good to
Appreciate
be
it.
here again.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.